in high school, you were gifted a facial.
Yes.
And that facial triggered a series of events that in turn changed your life.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I think I was like about the age of 15. I know it had to have been around that time, but my mom gifted me a facial to Aveda salon down in Colorado Springs. And I didn't have bad acneic skin by any means. I mean, I was a typical teenager who like got excited about a cleanser and used it for 3 days, and then it sat there for like 2 weeks, you know. But so I definitely did have more congested skin. So she gave me a facial because, you know, my mom, she was always one to do extractions at home, and I would just scream bloody murder, and my dad would run in and, you know, like, what are you doing? Stop. So I think she had gifted this to me to like, fine, let me have somebody else do it, which is something that I see so much with a lot of my clients. Like, my son won't let me pop his pimples. I'm like, just bring him here.
Yep.
Because it's a mother thing. Like, I'll be the one to tell him. He'll listen, you know, about his skin. But yeah, when I went in for my facial, the Aveda salon, it's a typical like, here's the robe. Would you like some tea or some water with cucumber? Ooh. So, you know, I'm going in there at 15 and it's just all tranquil. And when I get back to the room, you know, and this person is about to touch my skin, she's kind of walking me through everything. I'm like, so wait, you actually do this for a living? Like, you work here like all day, every day, like around this like chill vibe. And I think at the time, you know, my parents divorced when I was 16. So we can just say that there was maybe some stressful situations at home, like leading up to that. So I think too, just being in such like a tranquil environment at that moment was like, oh, this is nice. Like it was an escape, really, you know, and then going through the whole process and just feeling touched and cared for, I just loved it. And I remember telling my mom, like, I think I want to be an esthetician, you know, and with her background in cosmetology, she was all for that. And I think too, at that time, I definitely was the kid that gave my parents the gray hairs. So I think at that time too, it was just like, just graduate high school and do something, you know, like just make it. So she was all for that, you know, and just very supportive. And she actually had given me the idea to go to like pursue laser aspects. She was like, oh yeah, you should totally go to school for aesthetics. And also there are these lasers that people are using. Like I get my hair removal and my veins done, you know, and I remember when she would get hair removal when, gosh, in like the late 90s, and I would go with her to her appointments. And even then, you know, it was like sitting in this pretty dermatology office, med spa. You know, med spas weren't really a thing back then, but they were really intertwined with the dermatology office. So even then, like just sitting in this like plush environment watching cartoons while my mom was getting her face burned off basically back then, you know, it was just like, God, this is great, you know, like I just loved the environment and just seeing women mostly go in and take care of themselves and have this time for themselves. So yeah, it definitely was life-changing for sure.
Yeah. During that facial, was there anything that you got squeamish about? Or it was, because I think of, you know, dealing with people's skin and touching, but it seems like you were just kind of naturally drawn to it.
Yeah, I overall enjoyed it. I mean, of course, the extraction sucked. That was the pimples, you know, getting all the blackheads out. But in that moment, it's like, okay, this isn't mom, so I can't scream bloody murder, you know? So you're kind of sitting there, like, just bearing it. And that's how it goes, you know? Yeah. Bring your son in or your daughter in, and they are not going to scream with me. They're going to take it all in. But that was probably the only thing, you know, that was not my favorite. But, like, that's my favorite thing to do now is extractions. Like, I could sit there all day and go to town.
Yeah, bring your teen in. That's for sure. Yeah,
I love it. You got to be weird to be an esthetician.
That's right.